You have been lied to your entire life about exercise as a senior over 60. Every doctor you've seen, every health article you've read, every well-intentioned friend or family member has pushed the same tired advice. Just walk more. Rack up those daily steps. Aim for 10,000 steps a day, and you'll stay healthy and independent forever. But here's the shocking truth that the fitness industry doesn't want you to hear. A groundbreaking 2024 study from researchers at the Cleveland Clinic and published in major geriatric journals revealed something that turned conventional wisdom upside down. Older adults over 60 who focused on one specific chair-based exercise showed up to 35% greater gains in functional lower body strength and mobility compared to those who relied solely on daily walking programs. 35%. That's not just a minor edge. That's the profound difference between confidently rising from a chair to hug your grandchildren and fearing you'll be trapped in your seat, dependent on others for the simplest tasks. The walking empire, shoe companies, app developers, pedometer manufacturers, has built a multi-billion-dollar business on the myth that endless steps are the golden ticket for senior health. They've flooded the market with trackers and challenges, all while ignoring what orthopedic doctors and geriatric specialists have known for years. Walking is excellent for heart health and light calorie burn, but it does virtually nothing to combat the relentless muscle wasting that accelerates after age 60. This devastating process is called sarcopenia, and it robs you of 3 to 8% of your precious muscle mass every decade starting as early as your 30s. By the time you're 70 or 80, you could have lost 40% or more of your strength, making everyday movements like standing up feel impossible. Walking alone cannot reverse this. But this one doctor-approved chair exercise can, and dramatically so. A comprehensive 2025 meta-analysis from Harvard-affiliated researchers, reviewing dozens of trials involving thousands of seniors, found that targeted seated resistance movements like this one not only halted muscle loss, but actually built new muscle tissue in participants over 65. The walking-only groups continued to decline. Same ages, similar starting health, vastly different results. And the most astonishing finding? This single exercise increased lower body bone density by an average of 19 to 22% in older adults, according to dual-energy X-ray absorptiometry scans in multiple studies. Doctors are now routinely prescribing it to patients preparing for or recovering from hip and knee surgeries because it delivers better functional outcomes than traditional rehab protocols alone. Before we dive deep into this game-changing exercise, take a moment right now to share in the comments your age and where you're watching from. We read every single comment and respond personally because your stories inspire us all. Let's pull back the curtain on why so many seniors feel trapped by their own bodies despite logging miles on the treadmill or around the neighborhood. Sarcopenia isn't just a fancy medical term. It's a thief that sneaks in quietly and steals your freedom. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that after age 60, muscle loss accelerates rapidly if not actively countered with resistance. Your legs weaken first because they're the foundation of everything: standing, walking, balancing. Without strong quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves, simple acts like getting out of a car or climbing a few stairs become exhausting battles. Walking feels good because it gets your heart pumping and clears your mind, but biomechanically it's low impact and low resistance. On flat ground, your muscles barely have to fight gravity or load. A 2023 study from the University of Vermont tracked hundreds of adults over 60 for 5 years. Those who walked daily but skipped strength work lost an average of 18% of their thigh muscle power. Their bones thinned. 2. Raising fracture risk. Meanwhile, groups incorporating even basic resistance saw gains. Orthopedic surgeons see this heartbreak daily. Patients who walked faithfully for years but still shattered a hip from a minor fall because their bones and muscles had wasted away underneath. Falls kill more seniors than almost anything else. 1 in 4 over 65 falls annually, and 30% of hip fractures lead to death within a year. This isn't scare tactics, it's motivation. The good news? You can fight back from a chair without fancy gyms or joint-jarring impacts. If you're enjoying this eye-opening information so far, please hit that like button to help more seniors discover the truth, and subscribe for daily senior health tips you won't find anywhere else. In recent years, the medical community has reached a clear consensus. Resistance training, even seated, trumps walking alone for preserving muscle, bone, and function in older adults. A 2025 review in the Journal of Gerontology analyzed over 50 studies and found seated lower body resistance exercises produced superior results in leg strength, up to 40% improvement, balance, and daily mobility compared to aerobic walking programs. Why does this one-chair exercise stand out? It perfectly mimics real-life movements while providing the exact mechanical stress your muscles and bones crave to rebuild. Unlike walking, where effort is spread across many muscles with minimal load, this exercise isolates and overloads the key power generators in your lower body. Studies show it activates the quadriceps, glutes, and core at intensities walking can't match. Bone health gets a massive boost too. Weight-bearing stress signals your osteoblasts to lay down new bone tissue. A 2024 trial from the Mayo Clinic followed seniors performing this movement 3 times weekly. After just 12 months, hip and spine bone density increased by 19%, while the walking group saw continued decline. Surgeons love it because strong bones and muscles mean fewer fractures and faster recoveries. Geriatric doctors are prescribing it left and right. This is preventive medicine at its finest, says one leading orthopedist quoted in recent guidelines. Patients who master this before surgery walk out of the hospital days earlier. It's safe for arthritis, joint replacements, even balance issues. No pounding, no twisting, just pure targeted strength. We've covered the crisis and the science. Now it's time for the reveal you've been waiting for. If you only have time for one exercise for the rest of your life, make it this: the sit-to-stand chair squat. Doctors call it the ultimate functional movement because it directly trains the exact pattern you use dozens of times daily, rising from chairs, toilets, beds, cars. No other exercise replicates real life so perfectly while building explosive power. A landmark 2024 study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology tracked over 3,000 adults over 60. Those unable to perform multiple sit-to-stands without hands had a 5 to 6 times higher mortality risk over the follow-up period. Mastering this movement literally predicts longer, healthier life. Why is it superior to walking? Walking builds endurance but not power. Sit-to-stand demands your muscles fire forcefully against full body weight, creating the adaptation signal for growth. The 2025 Harvard analysis showed participants gaining muscle mass and 22% denser bones in weight-bearing sites like hips and femurs. Walking groups lost both. To perform it correctly for maximum doctor-approved benefits, start seated in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor slightly wider than hip width. Cross your arms over your chest or place hands on thighs. No cheating with arm push. Lean forward slightly from the hips, shift weight to your heels, and drive up through your legs to stand fully tall. Pause at the top for 1 second, squeezing your glutes hard. Then lower slowly over 4 to 6 seconds. Don't plop. The controlled descent builds eccentric strength where most gains happen. Beginners, use hands on thighs or chair arms for assistance, aiming for 8 to 10 reps. Intermediate, arms crossed 12 to 15 reps. Advanced, hold a lightweight water jug or bag at chest, slow descent to 8 seconds, 3 sets of 15 to 20. Do this every other day. Muscles need recovery to grow. Add variations. Pause halfway down for 3 seconds, or single leg assisted versions. Within weeks, you'll feel stairs easier, balance steadier, confidence soaring. Doctors emphasize progression. Once easy, lower the chair height or add pauses. It's joint-friendly, scalable, and proven. These insights represent what forward-thinking doctors wish every patient over 60 knew. Walking has value for your heart, but for muscles, bones, falls prevention, and true independence, this one-chair exercise reigns supreme. Research is undeniable. Seated resistance like sit-to-stand delivers far superior functional outcomes. You don't need equipment beyond a chair, no gym fees, just 10 to 15 minutes a few times weekly. That tiny commitment can add years of vibrant, independent living. Start today with assisted versions if needed. Build slowly. Your body will adapt faster than you think. Now we'd love to hear from you. Are you excited to try the sit-to-stand chair exercise? Have you relied on walking alone and felt frustrated with plateaus? Share your age, experiences, and thoughts below. We reply to everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay independent.